All right, so I was in the middle of talking about this formula right here. So this is the formula for arithmetic series, where n represents how many numbers you're adding up, and this is the first number in the sequence, and this is the last number in the sequence. So I'm just going to use this shortcut formula for what I just did up here. So I'm going to, well, maybe I'll just make up a new problem. Let me try that. So let's do the sum of n equal 1 to 10 of 3n minus 2. All right, so let me give you a minute. Go ahead and see if you can find the answer real quick. All right, so first I need the number of numbers. So I'm just going to write that down here. I need the number of numbers. The number of numbers is 1 to 10, so that's obviously 10. I need the first number. I find that by taking this number and plugging in. So that's going to be 3 times 1 minus 2, which is 3 minus 2, which is 1. So the first number is 1. And then I need the last number. And you find that by taking this number and plugging in right here. So that's going to be 3 times 10 minus 2, which is 30 minus 2, which is 28. All right, so I've got the three numbers that I need for my formula here. So I'm going to go ahead and plug those in. So the sum of these 10 numbers equals n over 2, so that's 10 over 2, times the first number, which is 1, plus the last number, which is 28. All right, so that gives me what? 5 times 29. And 5 times 30 would be 150, so that must be what, 145, I guess? I better be sure. 145. All right, that's it. So instead of finding 10 numbers and adding them all up, you take this shortcut. All right, let's try another one. All right, so we'll do the sum of n equals 1 to 1,000. So where I'm adding up 1,000 numbers, and the rule is just n. That's it, just n. So see if you can figure out what that is. Okay. So once again, we need the number of numbers. So there's 1,000 numbers. We need the first number. Well, when I plug in 1, that's 1. We need the last number. When I plug in 1,000, I get 1,000. So there's the three values you need. So the sum of the first 1,000 numbers in this sequence is 1,000, using this formula again, over 2, times the first number, which is 1, plus the last number, which is 1,000. So that's 500 times 1,001, which I think is 500,500. That's it. All right. So all of these that I've done so far, if you've noticed, they start with 1. 1 on the bottom. They don't have to, so let's do one where it doesn't start with the first number, so 7. Let's say I do n equals 15 to 50. That means I'm going from the 15th number to the 50th number. All right, so in the rule, we'll make it 1,000 minus 2n. All right, so fill in these values. What is n? How many numbers am I? Well, I better show you that part. And then the first number and the last number. All right, so you might think you just subtract these, but it's not quite correct. Up here, if I were trying to figure out how many numbers it is from 1 to 1,000, I wouldn't just do 1,000 minus 1, which would be 999. We know that's not correct. We know that 1 to 1,000 is 1,000 numbers, so I have to add 1 back on to get this right. So if I want to use that method here, then I could say, well, from 15 to 50 would be 50 minus 15, add 1 back on, is 36. So I'm adding up 36 numbers here. All right, the first number is found, well, by plugging in that 15 right there, right? And the last number is found by plugging in that 50 right there. So go ahead and find the first number and the last number. All right, so the first number is 1,000 minus 2 times 15, which is 1,000 minus 30, which is 970, I suppose. And the last number is 1,000 minus 2 times 50, which is 1,000 minus 100, which is 900. All right, so I have my number of numbers, my first number, and my last number. So now I just plug into this formula. So the sum of these 36 numbers is equal to 36 over 2 times the first number, which is 970, plus the last number, which is 900. So what does that give us? 18 times what? 1870, I think. And 2 times 33,660. So the sum of these 36 numbers is 33,660. And that's all for today. Well, thank you for watching.